Okay, I gotta drill some on the sides here, but I want to give it a test fit just to make sure I get this in okay, which will actually help me find those. Get up there. All right. Ugh. Wow, that really stiffened it up just with the 2 bolts. There's one on each side. There's one that goes in this one, into this tube, and one on this side that goes in. I will have to mark it and measure and get those in. I think I'm gonna get the rack on next. Not gonna snug everything down too much. I gotta just test fitting it right now, I think. it is. May have to actually paint those. Those are too shiny to be on here. But what a difference. Yeah, get those side panels in. I'll get rid of that little bit of shake. Yeah, it's coming together. Nice. Gonna have to work up here soon. Excellent. Gotta get this back rack ready for paint, but I've noticed a few things. I got some major rot here. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut that out and just patch in another piece. It's on the underside, so you're not really going to see it. On the same, got a crack here. Again, I'll probably just weld it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, this, if I get it to stay, yeah, I'm out of hands here. When you look down, you can see this one rack is, this one bar is bent compared to the other one down there. So, I'm not too sure. I have to get a little creative to bend that back. I don't have my hydraulic press yet, so I'm thinking maybe a floor jack and push back down on it. Doesn't have to go very far, so let me see what I can come up with. So the rack's coming along, but I got to change up a few things. These plastic connectors I got, not happy with those because I can still pull this rack right up and out of it. I don't like that. And so I got to make something to go around these and bolt through here, and that'll secure it better. Otherwise I'll have to remember to grab by the grab bar. I don't want my toolbox breaking, so I got to make the side bars that go across here, and a couple supports in there just to make more tubing through there. Because I do not want to pay $100 for one of those. I can make it. And the plastic, even though I did support them, these fenders, they curve downward in the corners still, so I got to pull those up, and I got a few things to do there. Let me show you those. Alright, this is what I got. Some T-clamp, 3/4 to 1 inch, I think it is, for the EMT, for the electrical conduit. I'm going to use these to clamp on so it'll pivot. I got conduit to make the bars, and I'll paint those black. It should blend in. I got these to go around to replace those plastic, I don't know what you call those, clamps. So that'll hold the rack to the grab bar a little better. I might end up tack welding it at the bottom here and slipping them over I'm not sure yet. I'll play around with that. And these I got to put over the rack, and I can put a bolt up through if I drill a small 3/8 hole and put a fender washer on the bottom side. That'll pull that up and get those corners up where they probably should be at. So let me get making that stuff, and we'll come back to it. All right, those are done. You can see here what I did is clamp. I drilled a hole into the plastic, and I got fender washers up under there and a 3/8 bolt. And now you can see it's all straight across there. It doesn't, the corners don't curve down, so I can actually loosen those a little if I want to drop them down just a little bit. But yeah, that's much better. Those were cheap too, so, and they're low profile. They won't interfere with anything. I think the back rack's done for the most part. And you see, I made it out of the conduit, the T things, and I got the rubber straps for it, so it'll lift up out of the way. I could still get it, and put the straps on. And it's strong though. It'll hold most of this. So it's more than I planned on putting on there. So let me show you over here. Okay, but as you can see, I made little tabs for the rubber supports to keep it from flap. Not that it's going to flap around, but I got to trim down these. Those were the last ones. Just cut those, put some paint on them, but I'm happy with the way it turned out, and at a fraction of the cost. So the straps were $10. Let's see if I need two hands here. Oh. Of course, I can't do it one-handed. There we go. There's one. There's the other one. The straps were $10. It was free shipping. The T connectors were, what was they? 20? Yeah, 20 for 10 of them. I did use all 10, and I used conduit that was 5 foot long. That was only like $8. So $38 for the whole thing, and I already had the paint. So yeah, it was cheaper than over $100 for one, and that's probably stronger. So yeah, this isn't the best sand job and paint job, but it's good enough. Again, I plan on using this as a utility vehicle. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this one here with the rack being done, and thanks for watching.